So the chant is OBZM IZNVX capital with the first letter XZ GBZ XZ GBZ and capital letter A, then V K Z I. Zum is nvux kz of kz 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 zum is nvux kz of kz. So Zepar, Zephar, Separ is said to be a great duke over 26 legions, appears like a soldier in red clothes and red armor, causing sexual love and union, at least that's what's attributed to it, and making women barren. James Donahue says he's like Gamori, and as an illusionist, an alchemist, a merchant. And I interpret its appearance as being French. And okay, noticed a glare there, so I'm sorry. Occultopedia says that it is on the, it's an aspect of the crone, and a familiar of Babylon, R, and Lilith. V.K. Gehenna says that it's a night spirit. Traditionally, people say it's a day spirit. He says its numbers are 9, 11, 27, and 32. He says it's for mental transformation and black alchemy. Occultopedia also says that it may result in child molestation, or it may provoke child molestation, and I would say other types of sexual assault and abuse. Michael Ford says that it can help gain a magical partner. The pseudo-demoniacum says the pseudo-monarchia daemonicum says that it changes shape and the of prospective lovers. And let me remind you that a lot of these things that people attribute to the spirits, there's the invocation in their own lives that's happening. And Black Witch Coven says that it's for creating shadow forms that, of course, succubi work upon. So the dukes, the traditional music, E through major through F major. Isn't that it? I didn't write it down, apparently. The O and A gives it mode 5 of music, Mixolydian, and F sharp. The scientific is 221.23 hertz, which is an A in the 32nd octave. A1 equals 442.5 hertz over 440 hertz plus 9.6 centimeters, 103.7 beats per minute. And some of the cents that a person may want to use in regard to some of these things is yohimbe, wisteria, violet, vetiver, vervain, thyme, strawberry, spearmint, saw, palmetto, savory, salep, rose, red sandalwood, red clover, primrose, pomegranate, peppermint, pennyroyal, patchouli, orris, oregano, orchid, myrtle, muskroot, musk, mugwort, civet, cherry, catnip, calamus, burdock, blueberry, benzoin, ambergris, althea, almond, allspice, clover, coltsfoot, damiana, deer's tongue, and you could say vanilla, dittany, dogwood, lady's mantle, henna, grains of paradise, elder, lemon verbena, any verbena really, life everlasting, lovage, melalot, and maiden's hair. Did I say marjoram and oregano? And so an interesting thing that you may like. An interesting thing that you may like to do with these sorts of operations is have yourself a vessel. A little brass container will do. Am I showing it right there? Yeah, it's got edges, but a little place to store your symbolic little references and symbols and stuff like that. But 2011 is my first experience regarding this ritual. And if I would point out some of the language involved, you got Zur, which is spread, harvest of head, spread out, span. The letter R, head, chief, top, beginning, first. The letter P, mouth, speak, blow, do, rim. Tsar, watch, watchtower. And, stup would have been that. And tsar is press, enemy, trouble, sore, straight adversary, sorrow, flint, straight, narrow, foe, affliction, distress, trouble. Zup is cover, pitch, float, swim. Zept is pitched. Zepar is willow. Zoop is float, pitch, overflow, swim, sticky mass, honeycomb, honey, and sore, straight adversary. Zur also is crown, spattered head, overspread over a large area. Okay, so my first experience here was on Tuesday the 7th, June 2001, and this was between 9:39 and 10 p.m. I didn't use any additional consecration, scent offering, Mars of fire. Oh, that was for something else. Never mind. So 9:39 to 10 p.m. I was surrounded. Darkness came down upon the candle. Parts of the flame were obscured. Other blackness swirled around the candle. I was a tingle. A warm surge came upon me as my reflection disappeared. My face's reflection morphed in and away into different parts. Then, like a lightning bolt, a cool rush went from the top of my head to my feet, and everywhere in between. My muscles seemed to relax and give way a little. No physical pain. My hands shake and patter like the rain. The tranquil bliss fades quickly, but my eyes were really dilated, even after I ate the symbolic meal. And 2012 would be the next portion of what we were looking at here. And we see that there's a more or less standard version of the symbol. And June 7th was also when the experience was had, as we see here. The rite had expanded at that point. Zephyrus is a gentle west wind, and the western wind in general. A Zephyr is also the western wind or wind. Separabilis is that which may be separated. Zephiritus is Arsinoe, a wife of Ptolemaeus Philadelphus, who was honored as a goddess. Separatim, asunder, part separately. Separatio, a severing, separation. Separatias, less closely. Separatus, separate, distinct, different, particular. Separo, to put apart, to separate. Cupper, a he-goat, a goat, armpit odor. Capero, to wrinkle, to contract. Going into some Greek here. Zao, boil, seethe, be hot, rage. Zo, life, lifetime, substance, property, manner, or mate of life, goods. Pair, much, very, even, how. At my fate? Is that what I'm saying? Oh, and Zephyros is a west wind, a western breeze. And so we say, returning again to the ancient Aramaic, we have Separ, which is bird, early, depart, fawn, depart. Sepir is a he-goat. Shupur, horn, trumpet, cornet. Shipper, dawn. Shapir, bright, fair. Shipper, acceptable, please, good. Op, sadness. Oh. Zop, sadness. Wrath, threat, rage, displeased, indignation, wrath. Zerzir, greyhound. Zerzir, it's an unknown animal. You have Zer, vomit, loathsome. Zer, sneeze. Shipper, bright, goodly. Sepir, sapphire, harvest of, and Zer is harvest of heads spread out, bind, shackle, spark, span. Sepira, morning, diadem. Sepur, big. Oh, bird, fowl, sparrow. So the letter Thade is on the side. The letter Zay is cut, harvest, crop, food. The letter Pa, mouth, lips, edge. The letter Resh, chief, top, beginning first. You have Zepar is float or swim. Zep, cover, patch, float, pitch. You have Za, tremble, sweat, a weapon seen. Zua, tremble, terror, move, vexed. Separ, record, scroll, scribe, tell, declare, number, count, show, writer. Zur, squeeze, strange, stranger, strange, gone. Banner, another. Separ is also a document, a census, a roll, letter, register, learning, bill, or evidence. And so remember that some of what is shared there is going to be important towards figuring out attributes not found in the grimoires. And Galatians 4:21 through 29, Luke 13:28 through 31, Genesis 34:1 through 31, that's Ecclesiastics, isn't it? 9:9. Others from Quran 2:288. 2:228, 2:231, and 4:19. Okay. June 7th, 10:03 to 10:38 p.m. After I opened with the greeting and the sign of the enterer, I felt and saw something like a dark electric green blanket descend over the magic circle I was in. I felt like I was walking through curtains as I circled, clanging the cymbals. Despite the little amount of green in the room, there was a lot of green in the air. Some of it was sparkly. I felt a wind blowing out of the west as I saw weird patterns that included other patterns. I felt a brushing over me. I felt buzzy. I felt warm bubbling up me from my base. I saw reddish patterns with a touch of pink that resembled crevices and mountains during this period. At some point, the pain in my stomach and knee went away. I was left tingly and energetic. I felt pressed in upon. Lights strobed on both sides, but not the pink candle. I throbbed with euphoria many times. As I closed the right, I noticed that it was getting brighter and the uniform presence was no longer noticed. I feel a touch more physically sensitive. "52 minutes later," that would be 10:50 p.m. And by magic, of course, I mean the art and the science of religions of the sacred enclosure that I had developed or decided upon during the ritual, that this is what I was going to do. And so 2013. But let's break here to look at 2014. And some say it would be an Earl, apparently. But I am not seeing the reference here. I may have what was said otherwise, but the ancient Egyptian is something I think I should go over. And you have Cha-Pu-Ir, which is a proper name of some sort, meaning early bird or leaves early, and connects to the later Sepur. And you have Sepert Netchers, which is of the Duat number 12, the 12 of 12. And people believe there was a wind goddess at dawn. And 12 who towed the boat of Yuf into the eastern sky. And Separ was to arrive at a place or to come. And that would obviously make clear why such act given to Separ. But the ritual, Monday the 24th of 18th of June. Oh, okay. I'm seeing Monday the 24th or the 18th of June, 10:40 to 10:55 p.m. And Luke 23:28 through 31, Galatians 4:21 through 29, Kahlat 9:1 through 18, from Quran 297 through 103 to 221 through 204, 15 through 25, Genesis 34:1. And the pink candle, of course, being strawberry, representing love in this particular circumstance. But all seemed to still and go quiet. I saw streaks of green and yellow rushing down me. I tingled and was blissfully relaxed. I continued to feel that to a degree till 12:05 a.m. I felt heady. I saw a red and pink glow. I felt intensely warm. I felt heady. I felt a presence in the west. 2 black shadows flew by quickly. I felt flowy. I saw a deeper green glow slowly pulse in the room. It was like I didn't even notice that outside the circle was in existence. I am in well-being. I was a touch extra sensitive as I closed. And okay, I'm going to switch over to the Enochian key now. And remember that whatever the Enochian key, it's, you know, your intentions is the important thing, right? And let me, you know, that's coming next in a handful of days here. But it's your intention. It's a mythological representation of things that are going on. Some people might intend these for other things, but that's what it is for me, is that this represents spiritual occurrences of some sort. Yawn, 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 yawn. O you heavens which dwell in the 20th Aethyr, the author of the wheel, because of moving breath, are who starts flights, the promise keeper, who drives the cycles, mighty in the parts of the earth, and execute the judgment of the highest. To you it is said, behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are the brightness of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth, and her unspeakable varieties, furnishing you with a powerful understanding to dispose all things, according to the providence of him that sitteth on the holy throne, and rose up in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of Hicks may be always drunken and vexed in itself. Her courses let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another, the reasonable creatures of the earth, men. Let them vex and weed out one another, and the dwelling places, let them forget their names. The work of man and his pomp, let them be defaced. His buildings, let them become caves for the beast of the field. Confound her understanding with darkness, for why? It repenteth me. I made man, one while let her be known, and another while a stranger, because she is the bed of an harlot, and the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise! The lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern, cast down such as fall, bring forth with those that increase and destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number, add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he has sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Madrax das prav kes Zildron Parzeba Tatakan Mikausanirkauska Odifis Bauzizrasieda Nanka Nansa Kaholim Mikmadoyan Mad Eaun Bleorm Saba Saba Oanakes Lukifteteas Peripsal the Sabras Hamnonkaf Nansaf Netaim Kaske Antilm and Pahahatam Plus Tat Nankaf Nansaf Gimikauzama the Rasa Tafkla Marbiare Eadagotorzup Eadaf Goholkauska Tabard Sanir on Cresteas Europoil Teabel Bastir Tom no unpaid Orsbau Dadrumne Zlienal Zaptilb Parmge Peripsax Antakorlust Boapis Lanibum of Cosimp on Crestea Sang Toton Mirk Katelbelel Ton Pambendisma Aspeanad Cresteas Angletoton Parak Asimp Cards Nod Palad Fifals Lesmanad Odd Fargut Banzomawas Kanispra Adawawax Tanag Urskatbel Noasme Tamges Leoethmang Anke Amtilb Orsbagle Ma all chords is La Capamau Exomaxip Ad Kakakasam Gasa Baglin Peteanda Babylon Ad Vargut Telak Vavim Mareax Tazawadreax Oraka Aboapre Tabaore Preas Artabas Adrapan Chords Tadabex Yol Compreaze Arcoazeor Arcoasum Paten Repair Poxet Sagakor, the Malad Pardzar, Kakarg, Kakrug, Oevel, Kormput, Tarzev, Zakarot Zamran Naspetsibse, Batmana Desurzas, Teabaltan, Ada Kiklika, Ada Zazma Plaple, Eanaman. I felt behind me in the east a pressing, and it felt like something was there. It almost feels and sounds as if I have multiple heart rates, 2 heart rates, one calm and one fast. Over the opalized stone, there was a light pink mist in the segments of the wheel, and it's still forming a very faint cone, and I don't know what to say other than Fitharzi Vomsarg. And I remembered one last thing. Towards the in portion, it felt like there was some sort of movement in the northeast, but it was a very small movement, maybe something the size of a fist in that space of the room. And I feel very calm and content. But I felt heady in the English portion of the ritual at some point. And these things will represent to you what you want them to represent to you. But this is my experience. Fitharzi Vomsarg. Peace be upon every one of you.